Okay, welcome to week 5. This week we are talking about the effects of war in the modern era. Uh, this includes any time after 1900 when there were great world wars, World War I and World War II. So we're going to talk about the wars, but also with a focus on how those wars affected literature in particular. And we're talking mostly about Great Britain and World War I and how that changed the way people thought and thus changed literature for forever. It's been changed forever since then. Okay, so starting out, there's a glossary to literary terminology because this week we're going to talk about literary devices and poetry. So you'll want to review some of those devices as you encounter them in this glossary. There's a few interesting videos to watch on this 200 countries, 200 years in 4 minutes. And as you watch this fascinating little video, watch how World War I affects the population. You'll also watch this preview to World War I and read the introduction to the modern world and representing the Great War. There are 2 links on the website in there. That will help you see modern world, modern literature, and how the Great War, which is World War I, was represented in literature. There's some photos from World War I that I think you'll find really interesting. And then after looking at all of these resources, you're going to post 3 things that you've learned on WallWisher. And we've done that before, so you should be able to do that. If not, there's directions in the assignment. We're going to move on and talk about 2 different poems. One is the things that make a soldier great, and the second one is Dulce et decorum est. These are 2 poems written during World War I, and this audio reading is excellent, so I want to make sure you listen to that to get the full feel of the poem. They're 2 short poems. But then I want you to watch this video where I compare the 2 poems based on different literary devices. You're going to vote which poet you think was a soldier based on the poems. And then there's a quiz. This quiz is based mostly on, on a close reading of these 2 poems and also my video comparison of the 2 poems. And then you're going to choose another World War I poem to analyze. That's probably, let's look at that one. So all of the assignment or all of the directions are on this worksheet. Here are some literary devices that you want to review, and if you watch that video, you will have a good review of these literary devices. And here's a glossary. I want you to look through World War I poems. I want you to read 4 or 5 to get the feel of them, and then choose one to analyze. So here's some different websites you can look at. Here's some biographies, and then you're just going to fill out this chart. You're welcome to use the biography here or any other. You can use an encyclopedia or Wikipedia just to get a brief biography. So you'll just fill out that chart, and it's worth 30 points. Let's go back to week 5. Back again. And at the end of the week, you're going to submit the reading log. And that's it. So it should be a really interesting week, some really powerful poetry. Let me know if you have any questions.